So good evening friends, this is Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer at Treasury Consulting and also a venture capitalist. Today we are going to be shooting a very dedicated topic as what all things that should be in the jurisdiction of a corporate treasurer in 2019 and onwards. As you very well understand that corporate treasurers are facing humongous issue in the sense like there are a lot of action which is happening there, there are a lot of talk, there are a lot of changes which are happening, there are a lot of content which is coming, lot of the world is changing at a very faster pace. Henceforth the corporate treasurer are facing a lot of issues. The following are the issues I have pointed out which a corporate treasurer is facing nowadays, which includes end-to-end treasury management. Hardly 1% of the corporate treasurers understand what end-to-end treasury management stands at. Hardly 1%. Then we have foreign exchange trading automation. I do not know many companies, but most of the companies do not have the ECNs, electronic communication networks. Even if they have Bloomberg and whatever, they don't using that. Then we have treasury on the cloud. I hardly know any company in Southeast Asia, those who are putting their treasury data on the cloud, just like AWS, Amazon Web Server, Google, Azure, and Google Cloud, Azure, and others. End-to-end FX risk management, and as per that is IFRS 9, 7, and 13. Intelligence finance, which is gaining a lot of momentum. Cloud analytics and treasury center of excellence. Now I would like to highlight this video, which is 2 to 5 minutes video about end-to-end FX risk management and end-to-end treasury management system. Now there are a lot of talks which have already been there in the public domain that treasury should be moved away from Excel based system to the computer based system, which is treasury management system. I would like to highlight two things about treasury management system and this. Now we have one product which is known as, now we need to first understand the difference between treasury management system and the module. I don't want you to name any product, but you have to guess which product I'm talking about. We have one product who do also have a treasury system in place, but this is not a treasury system. This is a module. There is a difference. So module is garbage in, garbage out, or best in, best out. If you're putting the garbage data, you're getting the garbage. If you're putting the right data, you are getting the right data. While treasury management system on paper, I'm not saying the reality is like that. Treasury management system on paper are just like everything in place. Now what they have in place, they have interconnectivity with the feeders, they have interconnectivity with the ECNs in place, they have the analytics in place, they have the pricers in place, they might have the plotters in place on paper, but practically it is not the same. So we need to understand that the first priority of corporate treasurer of 2019 and all the young kids, those who are joining the treasury function of 2019, is that they need to learn treasury holistically. And in treasury, they need to learn 2 or 3 things holistically. Number one, the foreign exchange risk management, which includes a fixed income, energy derivatives and all. And secondly, about treasury management system. These 2 things one has to learn very holistically. Third, you need to learn that how treasury management system can be interlinked with the feeder. We have one company which is Aksh Nobel who is just like a in-house banking, which is a perfect example. There are multiple companies we have in the globe, those who have achieved a lot of things in the treasury risk management, but there are multiple companies, millions of companies we have in the globe, those who even do not know that the treasury is either a cost center or a profit center. So to conclude this discussion, I would like to request all those people who are coming in the treasury domain is to understand one fact holistically, clarity wise, that treasury management system is very important and they need to learn that, plus FX risk management, plus integration with the feeder. So this is the shortest video and probably the last video of this tour we have shooted in Singapore, and hopefully see you Singapore again after 15 days. It's a business trip, moving out of Singapore for a business trip and coming back after 15 days. Stay in tune, a lot of action on the cards when I come back in Singapore in June, but in India also, when I'm going to be staying for next 15 days, action will continue, videos will continue, and don't forget that we are launching the projector based video effective this week from India. A lot of action in place. It's our duty to let people know how things work. Have a good time and thank you, Singapore.